Yo, good morning, peeps. How are we doing? How are we doing? Happy to have you here this morning. Get into it. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, everybody. Who's all here with me so far this morning? Introduce yourself in the chat. Just put roll call. I'm here. Put here. Roll call. Roll call. Let's get it. All right. Let me get the window trading view. Sweet. All right, we'll get rolling. We will get rolling. So I did. I decided to just move my chart over here, so now I won't be looking this way, and so now we're going to be more focused on this side, right into my mic. So that should clean things up a little bit there. But again, good morning, welcome. Crazy day today in the market, so it's gonna be a weird one. Okay, it's just gonna be a weird one today. Going to be very careful. Again, look for specifically A plus setups. Not force anything, right? Just be very careful with what I'm doing. Okay, and how the heck do I find that again? Why did it not save? Calendar, I think. Let me just go back. Market watch, Fed economic calendar. There we go. Let me just go ahead and start this under trading. Okay. So, yeah, lots of data today. We got FOMC making an interest rate decision. Hopefully they cut rates. But we got an interest rate decision. We have just a lot of data here in the morning. And then there's also a ton of tech earnings. I don't know if AMD. AMD just had earnings. Microsoft either just had earnings or just had earnings, right? A lot of those stocks have earnings. I think they have it today. They have tomorrow, right? So a lot of these companies have earnings coming up too. So just something to be mindful of. With trading today. Again, going to be careful, going to be smart, going to be patient. Not going to force anything. Okay. Not going to force anything here. So, but we will look at some potential setups, see what we can do. If you're new here, again, my name is Zach. Again, welcome. I'm the head coach inside of Freedom Team Trading. Extremely excited to have you. If you are new here, you probably also don't subscribe to my channel. Make sure you go and subscribe to my channel down below, and we'll get into kind of the watch list. So what I need every single person to do is, if you don't already, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Okay. And make sure you like this video. Okay. Two easy tasks. They always lock in for good luck today. So go ahead and like the video, subscribe to the channel. We'll get rolling. Is there any specific stocks that you guys are looking at this morning for any type of setup? Again, I'm primarily going to be trading TLM, but I do want to take a look and see what you guys have, if anything. QQQ, like super bullish actually. SPY 2, gapping up. Should be looking good on my Tesla, Apple, Meta, IWM, Apple. Apple seems like it's a big one. So Apple has earnings tomorrow, so a little bit more cautious on that. They do have earnings coming up tomorrow, and so just want to be cautious of that. But let's go ahead and take a peek. So I kind of see this as kind of a balance zone here. Yeah. What specifically are you looking at? You looking at that gap up, like targeting up, like for a pullback, maybe something into like up in here? Is that what you're looking at? Like James and Jamie? Is that what you guys are looking at there? Kind of that pullback. Apple TLM. So possibly, but we had to take out this low. So possibly. I'll just add it up here. IWM. That was next on the watch list. IWM could play lots of ways. We've been super strongly. What are you looking for in IWM? Marco. I don't really see anything anywhere across the board. Meta, we're open. Market has been opened. Hey, they updated the alert system. Nice. Meta, want to be careful of, right? Want to be careful of shorting that to start. We'll go ahead and add it though. And then what was the other one? Tesla and Nvidia. Let's look at. I got an alert on Nvidia, so let's take a look. Nvidia looking incredibly strong here, which is awesome. Let me go ahead and close this. All right, sweet. Okay. Nvidia looks super strong, except it never really took out any type of relatively strong high. It took out this high, I guess. But yeah, just something to be mindful of. It looks like a 30. Yeah, so see, that's really kind of the strong high that we have. So be careful there. I don't really see much I like here. And then Tesla. Tesla doesn't work too good for TLM, but and is really trendy. Could kind of play the same thing as this. If we pull back, something like that. Yeah, I don't know. There might not be much to trade today, truly. Let me look at like the randoms. McDonald's looking so good. Bought that last week, looking freaking spicy. Bought it like down here. Looking spicy, bro. Okay. QCOM, no. GME, no. Shop, no. A lot of good gap up moves, but I don't really want to get caught in a swing type setup today. Just because of everything going on. I don't hate this trade though. Let me just reset this. I don't hate this. Kind of pull back. Again, fill gap and move up. That I don't hate either, but I don't really just want to short. Apple needs to get below here. Probably not going to be able to short. Tesla not good. It's also very trendy yesterday. We had a big trend day yesterday. Right? That's the main reason. Huge trend day. Like we opened up at 229 and we closed at 222. Right? So really big trend day. It's not really in balance. Microsoft, if we pop out. Yeah. So see how this is like a trend, but then we come back up. So it kind of ends up being more of a balance. No, I can see this. So we popped out. Now we just need to like take out this supply and then pull back. So if we can go boom, boom, ideally fill the gap, pull back, boom, you can take that. Well, maybe not hit that quite yet. Something like that. But no, this is on watch for sure. I like this one. Now, again, there's honestly a lot of supply and demand trades today. That's my typical like go-to system there, but I just don't really want to do anything like that because I want to be out of everything by at least 10. Say so. I'm sorry, 10, 11, 11 Eastern, 10 Central. I'm Central. It's on me. Like I said, just want to be patient today. Don't want to force anything. It should set up for like, a balanced day today should set up for a good day tomorrow. Oh my gosh, look at that candle on Boeing. Oh my, that's insane. Oh, they had earnings. My goodness. They probably need some new leadership there, huh? That's what I had open at market open. Nice. Microsoft also is a little top heavy, so longs could be a little bit less favorable. But it is the only red one today, and they had earnings last night. And they had good earnings. Like, obviously, none of that stuff matters from a trading perspective. None of it matters, right? All it does is it manipulates price. It's literally all it does. So don't get caught up on that. But and I thank God every day. Used to. So random. My favorite genre of music, I probably like country the best. Probably country Christian, probably the best. I like worship music. It's probably my favorite. I listen to a lot of pop just because that's what my my daughter likes to dance to. She loves to dance to just like the famous songs on the radio. They're just vibey, so she loves dancing to them. I wouldn't say I like that type of music, but it gets stuck in your head. I find it annoying, but there's some good ones. Looking for anything, man. IWM, maybe. Put an alert here. I could also see IWM hitting that, and we could also. There's two ways we could play this. Okay, Roku. Let's go Roku first. Yeah, not bad at all. Take this high out and see if it's a pivot high. It's not really a pivot high. But we did stop on a pivot low in reverse. So yeah, I could play it. Pretty trendy yesterday though, but it's not bad. It's not bad. Just remember, Roku is going to have wider spreads. Price action is going to move a little bit slower. They also have earnings now. They have earnings tomorrow. I'm not touching it. They have earnings tomorrow, so not touching. What was I just looking at? IWM, right? No, was it IWM? So yeah, a couple ways we could play this. So it could either be bounce off demand and start to trend higher, right? Play that, or we get inside a TLM and we short it. So this is probably going to be on. Yeah, Roku stinks. Freaking hate it. So annoying. But this is probably going to be the play. IWM. Again, whether that's supply and demand or TLM, just kind of want to see how it reacts here. We do have like some volume increase. So one of the big things we look at, right, is volume. So price coming into demand, volume spike. That's telling me that there's orders coming in here, right? That's telling me there's a lot of institutional buyers here. Okay. If Patrick's here today, it's a 2-hour fresh zone. I don't know. But you can kind of see this start to play out, right? Volume increase is telling me there's buyers here. So kind of what happens next is what I want to look for. Okay. We'll see what happens next. If we push through it, that means it was just sellers. But if we reverse, that means it was buyers. So we'll see. But we did have a volume spike. Okay. Right now I'm on the 1, but I look at all time frames. Yeah, all time frames. Primarily day trading, though, I'm going to look at the 15 down to the 1. I think this will also be like IWM is pretty good at going against the market, or at least what I'm looking at, because it's small cap stuff. And so like I'm primarily looking at large cap. And so it typically can have like a mind of its own. So I think this has good potential for sure. What I'd like to see out of this is I really like to see that be a little bit lower. Well, technically we could enter now. Technically I could have entered there. Stop below here. Target up to here. Technically could have done that because our break of structure is here. I didn't think about that. So looking at one that we have, boom. I just don't like that because this low hadn't retraced 50% or more from anything. So yeah, I just wanted to be careful. I think this has good potential, this type of trade here. What are your thoughts? You guys want to take it together? If this video gets 100 likes, I'll take it. That'd be possible. Yeah, with supply and demand, it's really important that you're fighting trend and you're using higher time frame stuff. So all right, I won't take it. It's a 2-hour fresh zone. You got to take it. Oh, it's going to lose. Well, let's just watch it. What stinks right now is I don't really have a short position either. So yeah, would have got stopped out right there. I don't really have a strong high in play. So I'd really like to see, boom, kind of a pullback here, lower low, and a break there. And then I can take that. But this could also just move down. Wish I had a better stop. Yeah, I don't know if we'll get a good stop. We might just miss it. Please stay. I want you, I need you, girl. There's Meta coming down. Dang. When's their earnings? It's coming up. Yeah, it's expensive. Dang, could play that. I don't like that equal high though. Not 1-to-1. Never mind. Can't take it. Yeah, it's good to wait for buyers to step in. Nice, good green candle. For sure. Up along in a retracement. Yeah, so I was looking at that too. So let's look at like a 15. I have it marked here. I really do like that. Issue about right there and gap fill. I really do like that. The only thing that's holding me off is earnings tomorrow. Okay, so don't really want to force anything. And then also all the data stuff this afternoon, right? So I don't really want to get caught in a data-driven day, especially with earnings. So it's like double negative there. Because like data could send us like this, and then earnings consensus like that, and it's like, okay, I was right, but I was wrong, So I'm gonna just probably stay away. Okay, ideal setup here. We do this lower high, lower low, and we break it. That's ideal setup for me. Maybe not that high, but something. But like no trade until this low is taken out, regardless. So if that low gets taken out, I now feel confident with this stop. But if we, and also I guess technically if we rip through, no, I don't really like longs. I really don't like longs after the demand got taken out. I'd rather wait for this low to break for short. We do look pretty strong though. If interest TLM could be lovely. You're seeing Amazon? Yeah, it's kind of far out there, but yeah, it would be. It's kind of trendy, but it'd be okay. Take out this low. I had to take out this low. Yeah, but you would have got stopped out, right? Oh no, I was looking at a 15-minute. Yeah, what do you mean? What is my day trading plan? What do you mean? Yeah, it would have worked. 2 hour fresh zone. 2 hour fresh zone. 1-to-1. It would have worked. Yeah, I was looking at a 15-minute, and so, well, I was actually looking at like a 5. So you got stopped out. The power of the 2 hour fresh zone. Yeah, so my strategy is essentially supply and demand and TLM. I primarily, day trading wise, I'm primarily going to be TLM with supply and demand principles. So TLM is this like line to line, right? Supply and demand is where buyers and sellers are, right? Where institutional buyers and sellers are, right? And so that's the strategy that I trade. Probably half the people in here trade, and what Jordan teaches his students, right? In our mentorship program that he runs. So yeah, it's going to be supply and demand based, right? And then TLM. So supply and demand is just buyers and sellers, right? Can't really. It's already rotated though. It can't be TLM, but and then again, what we use, right, with TLM helps determine, like, for example, demand was here. I don't want to take that trade until demand is taken out. Right? I don't want to get short until demand is taken out. Oh, no, none of that. None of that, Pablo. I wake up. I let my dog go out to pee. I get my daughter and get her milk, her cup of milk. I then take a shower. So this is like 7 a.m. I go take a shower. Yeah, IWM's looking good. I got eyes. Might need a pullback after though for better R, but it looks good. So after I shower, typically my wife's up. She starts making breakfast. I don't eat breakfast. I just have coffee. And then I check DMs, and then I start trading. No, OCO, Gavin's not. So that's my, and then I'm done by, an hour in. My OCO is not set yet. I'm waiting for that low to get taken out and then waiting for a pullback because I don't have 1-to-1 there. Because ideally I'd like to target a little bit. I'd like to target like 221.40 ideally. So I'd like to see break. Here's my puppy. I'd like to see break of the low and then a pullback into here. Ideally. Maybe something like that. I don't eat till like noon. Helps with the brain power, man. Helps keep me sharp. Trust me, I eat enough. Once I get to lunch, once I get to noon. No, but it really has just like it helped me a lot with just being sharp in the morning, not feeling sluggish. I sleep better, wake up better. Just doing intermittent fasting, so helps a lot. Helps a lot. I'm doing it for 2 months now. Helps a lot. Got to trade hungry, dude. I'm telling you, trade hungry. You're so much sharper. Yeah, I got a ways to go though, because we got to take out this supply first. I really hope we pull back. It's gonna be a good setup. I already know. We're getting some really good acceptance, man. Yeah, we're just watching IWM here, waiting for that pullback after we break the low. Wouldn't be a weak high. A weak high is a high in an uptrend. But it is It's not a strong high. That's for sure. It's not a strong high. It's not a strong high. So that's what I'm a little bit careful of. But like we could do this. This is what I'm scared of. Boom. Take that low, stop on the high, and then we dump. That's like the only thing I'm kind of scared of. So want to be careful because we have equal highs here, so it could lead to a triple top. To just a little bit careful, but as long as we don't kind of pull back really quickly, I'll be good. I'll be happy with it. Like if we were to break this low or do something like this, that's where I don't really want to take this trade yet, right? But if we can come down, take out the low, kind of pull back, yeah, that's when I want to take it. So take the stairs up, elevator down is what I'm going to look at. I don't want to see elevator up. But we do have a nice little 1 minute supply right here. Okay. Let me get rid of this. Nice little 1 minute supply right there. So that'd be a good place for a retest. There we go. So looking good now. I'm going to go ahead and set up that OCO. So it'd be 65-cent loss. Got plenty of time, no rush. I mean, hopefully, like I said, hopefully we freaking pull back. I think we will, but hopefully. Let's look at 2DT is probably good. And it's a 65-cent loss. So 222.50. Do about 10 contracts there. Maybe even more, right? 12. No, 10. Yeah. All right, let's see if we can get filled at or above 222. I'll just do 222.50. Again, we might not pull back, but corrective versus impulsive. What's corrective mean? What do you mean by corrective? So my entry would actually be Oh, I gotcha. See, this is what I didn't want. But that's the one thing I didn't want, but I'll trust it. I'll trust it. Probability in my favor, risk is managed. Let's see what we can do. That supply zone right at the 50%. Just need 10 more cents, a little pop. And that would be annoying. That would be super annoying. It'll probably pull back. It'll probably pull back and probably be a loss. Okay. $33 emails. Oh my God. What? Oh my goodness. $0.05. There we go. All right, baby. Let's see. Well, that's not what we wanted. Yeah, it looks like that was news. News came out right then. That might be the end of it. Maybe we'll see. That was a new spike, so we'll see. That might be the end of it. That was super unfortunate. Let's look at Microsoft, see what it's doing. It's coming back up. So I'm in that. That's going to be like super unfortunate. It's never good when price comes and hits your stop instantly. But that's what I was saying with that high. It's like, I don't know if I like it or not. Maybe it can hold. Probably not, though. I might stop at 223.2 in the OCO. And it just hit. Maybe. So we'll see. Yeah, I got stopped out. Well, that would be annoying. No, I don't think it's going to work, but. Yeah, I should have, as soon as we saw that, hop out. That's where I think that long could come into play too. Again, like I said, risk is calculated, probabilities in my favor, all good. If IWM, though, if it does this, that would be the second time on a live stream in a week that it happened. I think it happened last week, or it happened at least, maybe it was on Thursday. I think it happened last Thursday in Just Freedom Team that happened. So I did say that, though. I was like, the one thing I don't like about this is that it's going to come up and sweep that high and then push back lower. I did say that. Remember that? Yeah. It was 1 cent, 1 cent above my stop. That's liquidity. Yep. I really need to stop doing that. That's two. I won't give up on this, though. You bet, dude. That's right. Risk management is everything. Yeah, Microsoft does have good potential, but again, we need to take out that high. Like, yeah, I hate losing more than anybody, but just life. Like, I'm going to lose 40% of the time. You just have to recognize that. Game of probability. That's all it is. Go ahead and put an alert here. So essentially be looking for the same exact trade. Stop would be a tick higher. and we need to take out this low. That would kind of confirm that downtrend, but we'll keep it on watch. Microsoft, we're going to need a little bit better of a pullback to take it. So something to watch for. Just something to watch for. You bet, bro. Microsoft looks really strong. No strong low in play, though. Could do this. Oh, 1-to-1. That's a wide stop. $6 stop for a day trade. That's insane. Yeah, so let's just review this. So this is something I fell for last week on the other direction. Okay. And it's something I know, and I have to do better. Okay. But the biggest thing, let me just erase this fib. Okay. The biggest thing here is this double top, these equal highs. I literally made a video on it. If you go here, I literally made a video on it. Where is it? Right here. The advanced double top trading strat. Okay, I'm gonna drop that link in the comments here. Okay, but I literally made a video on that. Okay, anyways, back to here. Okay, so we have a double top. Okay. All right, we have a double top. Okay. Then what do? Right? We break structure to the downside. Okay. Most people, right? And in my brain, I made a mistake, right? I think bearish, right? But this high had never retraced 50% or more from the previous, right? Guess what we've done now? We're dang close. Okay, we still might have another move higher, right? But we did not retrace 50% or more from the previous. Okay, which means that any price action that occurs here is liquidity. Okay. We do not form a strong high until we retrace 50% and then we make a new low. Okay. However, because we took liquidity here, right? Or even better, we stop hunted the high and then we break structure down in here. That would give me enough confidence that sellers are here and they're going to defend that position, right? But double tops typically lead to liquidity sweeps and then the move happens, right? Obviously, if you were playing double top, yeah, you could have shorted the double top, put your stop right above it, target the low, right? You would have won. But the good trade would have been waiting for that high to be swept and then the break of structure, pullback, boom. And again, I still will probably be able to take that as long as we get the pullback. It looks like that's going to play out. Again, had I been more patient, had I put my OCO stop 2 cents higher, I would still be in this trade, right? But it hit my stop. I'm wrong. Okay, let's get out. Right? I even had it like 5 cents too high anyways. Okay. But once we take this low out, look for a pullback and get short. Okay. And then Pablo Manch, bro, I got a question. When I came down to studying and learning, how much time do you spend learning? And do you think it's healthy if I spend the whole day looking at charts and watching market videos? Healthy, probably not. But it depends how hungry you are, right? And it depends how fast you want the results. All right. If you want the results in 8 weeks, right? We have a full mentorship for that. If you want the results in 8 years, yeah, watch a video a day, try 700 different strategies, right? Do that, right? When it comes to what I did, I spent years trying to do it myself. Years. And it wasn't always by myself. The learning was by myself, but I was in Discord groups following alerts. I was in, trash Telegram groups that were just terrible, right? Anything that you could possibly do, I was doing it wrong. I did like buy and sell indicators. I remember one was like Lux Algo that I bought, like just a bunch of stupid stuff that like wasn't going to work. I don't know what I was thinking. And it wasn't until I found Jordan on Twitter, scrolling down his Twitter, right, that I was actually like, okay, hey, this guy's actually making sense. 1, then 2, can he help me? And then 3, how fast will it be, right? And literally within 6 weeks after, getting his help, it was like, bro, I wasted 3 years to try to do it myself. And it took me 6 weeks to finally figure it out, right? But that, those beginning stages were important, right? Jordan didn't help me understand really, how to use TradingView and understanding all that. But yeah, I can't hear in a second. But yeah, it wasn't like the beginner stage wasn't bad. Like I didn't come to Jordan asking him, dude, like, how do I place an option trade? Like, how do I do it? Like, it was, okay, I have experienced thousands upon $15,000 in losses. I know how to do everything. I know my issue. I just need help fixing it. My issue it was risk management and strategy. But because I didn't have a strategy, I had no risk management. Does that make sense? Really, it wasn't a risk management issue. It was, I don't really know when I'm wrong, right? And that's what he helped me figure out with the strat that he provided using supply and demand and TLM. So it's not really about like what's unhealthy and what's healthy. It's more about like, dude, how bad do you want it? And then are you diving into the right information, right? The right information, because the right information will take like an hour a day. The wrong information, you'll be in rabbit holes for months and years, right? Bad groups that I were in. I don't think they're even a group anymore, but OBR Investing, that was kind of my first one. I don't know if they're still a group or not. They were actually like really good when it's starting, but it turned into just this, stupid, stupid group. Like basically nobody helped it. Like it was Discord groups that just say buy this, but don't really teach why. Like, what's the point of that? There was 1,000 Telegram groups. Like, I don't even remember. This is like my first group I ever joined, and so I remember them. They stood out. One of the guys in there, he launched his own. His name was Andy. Really cool guy. Okay. But like, yeah, like all these. Like, yeah, it's ridiculous. Like all these guys are kind of the same guys when I first started, but like nothing good came from it. I was also in like Team Bull. Team Bull is, they're solid. Honestly, they're solid, but it's the same thing. Nothing against them. They're probably one of the groups that I like the best. But it's still the same exact thing. It's, hey, you're not actually going to learn education-wise what we do. We're going to show you what we do, but not how we do it. And then follow our alerts, right? And it's just that constant, it's just that's how they are. That's how they keep you coming back, right? That's how they keep you coming back, okay? Again, with our mentorship program, right? We are literally saying, hey, this is exactly what we do, and this is how we do it, and this is how we're going to help you do it, right? There's no secrets, right? And that was, and like, dude, our goal is to get you freaking away from us, like as fast as possible, right? And that's why I didn't really mesh well with, any of those groups, because it was like, okay, I guess I'm just going to pay the subscription the rest of my life because I don't know how to trade. I'm just going to follow you. And yeah, so. Nothing against them. No, they're out there making their bag, but it's just like it's not really for me. You learn by learning. You learn by doing yourself, not by following others. So now that we have retraced 50%, let's see what we can do. Are you in any of those groups, Gavin? Yeah, I told you IWM longs. I freaking told you. You're like, nah. I'll never listen to you guys again. No, just kidding. SPY 50% retrace. I guess to the downside. Like this. Hey man, I've blown 100. You got a ways to go there. No, you'll keep getting better. Yes, sir. Biggest thing is risk management and sizing. Move left to the other high. Okay. Yeah, so if you were to take this, right, that's going to be more of a stop above here. That's like more of a swing short. And I don't really know if you'd want to swing short SPY. Right, I don't know if you'd want to swing short SPY. Short swing, not swing short, short swing. Freaking told you longs. God. Yeah, like everyone pays their tuition somehow. But the biggest thing, Pablo, is risk management, right? Truly, it would, like, if I knew what I knew now, blowing an account would be like the absolute last thing that would even be possible, right? I could lose 100 trades, but I still wouldn't blow the account, right? Because I would have risk management, right? Without that, yeah, you're going to blow every account. You could have one losing trade and blow the account without risk management, right? So super important. It's vital. It's vital. It's just a strong low. Strong enough for me. Was that like a 15-minute supply? It's non-existent. I could take that. My dog's going ham on her bone right now. All I hear is. It's freaking annoying. I'm like sitting in silence. Dude, I really like this trade, bro. I really want to take that long. Yeah. I don't really like this stop because it's not a pivot point, but this stop would be good. Like, I'm so tempted to take this. I really might. Might just call that. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and pull it. Oh. Maybe IWM long. I can't say. Huh. Maybe, possibly. So what I like about it, is this kind of 5-minute low, this demand zone, 15-minute demand held, right? Pushes higher. What I don't like about it is to the downside, we retrace 50%, coming lower. But because this low held, I think we're gonna move higher. That's kind of what I'm playing. Is a move higher. Again, do not encompassing down bar. Yeah. This should be like that down bar. The only thing would be, again, market and that all stuff going on today. So again, please do not follow just blindly. Only take this if you have the same idea as me. So never done IWM short. No, just kidding. All right. So this is going to be more supply and demand, but sweet. Yeah. So yeah, in IWM long, we'll see how it goes. Ideally, I'd like to make a new high. It should make it super bullish, but we'll see. Market's going to be weird today, so again, be careful out there. Be careful out there. Kind of bounce from this demand zone. Took out the high, and it's a pivot point high. So I like it. I think it has good potential. Stop below a pivot point low. So again, I like it. So we'll see what happens. Let me make sure my target's not too high. Target's a little high. I think we'll be okay though. I think we'll be okay with that 1 minute. I might move it down to there. I might move it down to 224. Save myself a little bit. Yes, yeah, 224 target. All right, sweet. Cool. Hey, I appreciate you guys. Again, if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you like this video. Okay. And again, we'll continue to go live every single Wednesday. Oh, continue making lots of money. I'm yawning. But appreciate you guys. Thanks for tuning in. Again, be careful the rest of the day with the crazy market. And I'll be talking to you guys real soon. Peace.